Hi, friends, and welcome to Brickhouse Bones episode 33. I'm so happy to be back recording again. I had a short break for a Mohs surgery on my face and a vacation, and I just want to take a moment to thank each and every one of you that left me a comment and kind words for my recovery. Your support, I truly believe, helped me to heal faster and have a really good outcome. I thank all of you for taking the time to leave me a note and a message. I read each and every one of them. So, Brickhouse Bones number 33, we have 4 new evidence-based exercises that we know address the things that help prevent falls and fractures. We want to improve posture, strength, balance, and do things that cause impact or power so that it increases the forces that tells our bones to be stronger. So 4 good ones today. I have a posture exercise using a pillow. This is for everyone that ever gets that pain between the shoulder blades. If you're standing at the counter too long, if you're working on your computer and that just aches in the middle of your upper back, you want to do this stretch. It's gentle and easy to do for almost anyone. Then we're also going to do a balance exercise that involves spelling. You heard that right. We'll do some spelling and balancing at the same time. We're going to do another exercise working on the hip flexors. This will be a strengthener for the hip flexors. So many times people think that tight hip flexors need more stretching, but often they need more strengthening, and we ignore this part of our body very often. I'm saying often all the time now. Let's pick a new word. We're going to go lastly to our impact or power or speed exercise, and that's going to be some butt kickers. I'll have modifications for those that need to go slower. That's just fine. It's still a great exercise, even if you modify it. And what you do always counts, even if you need to modify for your specific needs. You get full credit. Okay, not that we need credit. I just want you to know that it all counts. So I have 2 things here for us. We're going to start on the floor, and if you can get on the floor, it's preferred. If you can't, then you can do it on your bed. But a firmer surface is better than a softer surface. So if it's reasonable for you to get on and off the floor, do that. Option 1 is to use a pillow. So this stretch involves putting this pillow kind of across the bra line of the middle back. And if your head can be unsupported back here and you're comfortable, then you can do that. So we'll be in this position, and now the pillow is pushing up and kind of giving my back the opportunity to curve slightly the other way, or just be a little more open. Now you can double that up and have it a little bigger, or we also have this foam roll, and this is a half foam roll bolster. It is soft, squishy, and still can do the same thing, but for those that want a kind of a more specific spot in the back to target, but they don't want the firmness of the white foam rolls, this gives a nice alternative. So it's soft and squishy. So from here, I'm going to alternate arm reaches. Now, you can also still support your head if you need to. Now, just know the pillow can be under your back or this foam roll. This is available on my Amazon store as a link. It doesn't cost you any more to use that link. It's the same exact price if you buy it on Amazon on your own. I just wanted you to know where to find it. So pillow if you need it. If you don't need it, then get that extra stretch. We're going to alternate reaching one arm overhead, bringing it back, reach the other arm overhead. I would do 10 reaches total, 5 per side. If you can coordinate your breath with your reach, inhale, exhale and reach. Inhale to return, exhale and reach. Can you feel that stretch in your upper back? Feel those muscles that are beginning to relax and loosen up. Curve the other way. This really opens up the chest and upper back. So 10 reaches on each side. If you don't want to do the reaches, you can just support your head with a pillow and just lay this way. Lay with that little bit of pressure in your back and lay there for anywhere from 2 to 5 minutes and just feel and allow that body kind of open up in a different direction. Preferred if you can do it without the pillow, but you don't want to have any pain in this position. Okay, great job. That's our posture opener exerciser today. Works really, really well for that pain in the middle back. You can use a pillow. You can use a rolled up yoga mat. You can use that half foam roll. Find whatever you need for a soft, gentle opening stretch. All right, next up, balance and spelling. So if you are someone who can do one-legged balance reasonably well, so let's have you stand on one leg. If you can't, you can toe tap the back leg like a little kickstand, or you can place the back foot down, however you need. I just want you to be challenged. I want you to feel just slightly unsteady and challenged when you do this. That's how we get balance better. If it's easy and you don't have any unstableness, then it's not working. Okay, so if you can do one-legged balance, do it. We want to clasp our hands together. If you need to put your toe down for a little kickstand, you may. Now, the next thing you're going to do is spell the word brick with both hands in the largest letters you can. There's a B. There's an R. There's, whoa, there we go. I. C. K. All right, and we'll spell house on the other foot. So get that balance. Again, you may use your kickstand if you need to. Try to do it without. Wobbling means it's working. Here we go. H. O. U. S. And E. Brick house. All right. So good job. So that was your balance drill. It's a great dynamic balance skill because one, you're thinking, so we have a cognitive task. We have a movement task of the upper body. So now we know it's dynamic balance and you're hanging out hopefully on one leg or partially on one leg. So great, great balance exercise. Next up, we're going to use these small 12-inch loop bands. These are available in the link below. You can see those. So if you want to get them, they're super great ways to work a lot of hip targeted exercise. The yellow is easier than the red in this group. And we're going to do some standing marching. Now, this is not designed to be a balance exercise, but it is. It is absolutely okay if you choose to hang on to the counter or a chair. So the loop is going to be around my feet, towards the front of the feet, the forefoot. Okay, just about like that. My feet are hip width apart. I'm up nice and tall, belly button bracing in, head is reaching for the ceiling. So we have that nice tall posture, and we're going to march one knee up, and then the other knee. Now, you may feel this also working in your core. Now, I'm not crunching or collapsing like this. I'm staying tall, but my core is engaged. Going back and forth. So 10 marches total. That's 5 per side. If you can let go, then you also have a balance component to this exercise. So extra, see, there's my balance, extra beneficial. So your goal would be to do 10 per side, 2 or 3 sets if you're incorporating this in one of your exercise routines for the week. And if you're just doing these series of exercises this week, 2 or 3 times of these 4, then you could do 2 or 3 sets twice a week. Your hip flexor exercise. And now lastly, that was our strength component. Lastly, we have our power or speed or impact component of things. And this is something that we lose as we get older. So it's really important. And this exercise is called a butt kicker. And I'll show you it at speed. And you may see if you watch the Olympics and you watch any track athletes, they do some of these drills when they're warming up. And really the beauty, they move in lots of different directions in their warm-up, and butt kickers are one of them. And when you are really squeezing your heel towards your butt, you're working your hamstring, that's contracting, but you're stretching the quad in the front. So we get this great range of motion benefit in our knee, in our hip, but we're also getting a little speed and power if we're up to that. So if you're not a jumper or high-speed person yet, you can hold on to your counter and just alternate one at a time. But notice I'm bringing the foot up quickly. It's not slow, okay? Kick it up, kick it up, kick it up. So move quickly. If you can do one hand, go to one hand. If you can do it without holding on, even better. So if you're starting out, this is a beginner exercise for you. Start there. If you can do it at speed, at tempo, then it looks like this. Coordination. Here we go, butt kickers. So 30 seconds of butt kickers, staying up tall. Notice my knees are not coming up to my hands. They're staying down and the heels are coming up. 30 seconds per round. Do 2 or 3 rounds in your exercise routine that you do any day that you include that in. All right, I hope you like these 4 new routines. I have a surprise coming up in next week's video, something I want to offer you that's going to be great. I think it's going to be great, but I want to know if you want it. So please stay tuned for next week's video and I'll talk about that and see what's coming up.